The night before I was to donate my liver to Yanzhou, I looked in the mirror and saw my future self. Don't save him. Who are you? He doesn't have liver cancer. The person actually waiting for your liver is his white moonlight. My first instinct was disbelief. Yanzhou was clearly dying. I don't want to be a burden to you. Don't sacrifice yourself for me. But the me in the mirror just sneered. Of course he'd say that. Because only if you're willing can he trick you into signing the consent form. And only when you're on the operating table can he and that woman take your money and have their wedding. I didn't know if it was a hallucination. But that night, I chose not to believe anyone. I chose to go to the hospital to verify it myself. She thinks she's saving me. She's getting ready for the matching tests. Before the transplant, I'll trick her into signing a property gift agreement. By then, we'll have the money to be happy for the rest of our lives. Will she really sign it? She's liked me for over 20 years. If I so much as cough, she'd wish she could feel the pain for me. As long as I say I don't want to burden her, she'll beg me in tears to stay alive. What about my illness? Don't worry. Her liver is a match. And the money isn't going anywhere. Everything the me in the mirror said was true. Missin, are you sure you want to stop paying Mr. Yanzhou's medical expenses? I'm sure. The hospital will notify the patient or his family to pay. Go ahead and notify them. In the past, when I messaged him, I always had to wait a long time. I always made excuses for him. Now I finally understand. If he doesn't reply, he just doesn't want to. Yuwei, what did you mean by the message you just sent me? It means I'm not doing the matching test, and I'm not donating my liver. Is that hard to understand? You have liver cancer, not a brain disease. The hospital said the payments have stopped. Did you do that too? Yes, I did. Are you trying to kill me by doing this? Why not? Isn't this what you always wanted? Yuwei, if you can think that way, I'm truly happy. My life is worthless. If ed. How could I let you do a transplant for me? Wouldn't that be hurting you? I've heard the same words many times. I used to feel bad for him. Now I just feel disgusted. Fine if you don't want treatment. There's no need for me to force you. How can you be like this? Yanzhou is giving up on himself. You should be helping him. How can you just let him act recklessly? You stopped paying for his treatment, and you won't do the transplant. Do you want him to die? Who are you? It's the middle of the night. Why are you in Yanzhou's ward? I'm just a stranger who can't stand by and watch. Yanzhou has been in the hospital for so long, and you, his girlfriend, haven't visited him once. Now you're cutting off his lifeline. How could you do such a thing? Then you've misunderstood. Yanzhou and I have never been in a committed relationship. We're just ordinary friends. By any logic, I don't have to pay for his treatment, nor do I have to donate my liver. But since you're so concerned, and you look about my age, if you can't stand me, and can't bear to see him suffer, you can pay for it yourself. You can go get tested for a match yourself, if you're willing. I can contact the hospital for you right now. If not for the warning in the mirror, they would have stolen my health and my money. But now, this play needs a different ending. Yanzhou didn't call again. He just kept apologizing. Yuwei. I'm sorry. I didn't handle things well just now. Huang Ziqing is just an insignificant stranger. Please don't mind her. When he didn't get a reply, he started acting pitiful again. I didn't respond anymore. I just blocked him. I suspect someone is using a fake illness to scam people for donations. It might even involve illegal medical practices. Don't act on your own yet. Keep the recordings, transfers, chats and payment records. What about the hospital? I'll help apply to preserve the relevant records. If necessary, report it, and let the police obtain them legally. The hospital fees have been paid for now, using the money Yuwei gave over the years. Doesn't Yuwei know something? Otherwise, why would she suddenly refuse to donate?
Impossible.
She's so stupid. If she really knew, she would have made a huge scene by now. She's acting like this now, just to wait for me to bow down. She wants to use this to blackmail me into marrying her, that's all. But what do we do now? Ziqing can't keep waiting like this. And you can't actually go and marry her. Don't worry. I know her very well. In her heart, I'm more important than anything. She also knows I'm very sick, so she won't last more than a few days. We're not the ones who should be worried. She is. Though he sounded confident, I never showed up. His savings were being drained by Huang Ziqing's hospital bills bit by bit. Seeing he couldn't hold on much longer, he finally got desperate. Mom, get the wheelchair ready. Let's go find her. What are you doing here? The doctor said I don't have much time left. The only person I can't let go of is you. So I came specifically to see you one last time. Well, you've seen me. You can go now. Weiwei. Please save Yanzhou. Yanzhou didn't want to burden you, so he was unwilling to commit to a relationship or to marry you, but in his heart and mine, you've been family for a long time. Mom, you promised me. You said you wouldn't let Weiwei donate her liver. I'd rather die than see her suffer. Okay. I won't agree to it. Don't worry. Weiwei. The liver can regenerate. You're only losing a little bit of your liver. But Yanzhou is losing his life. Yanzhou would die for you. Yet you can't even give up a little bit of your liver for him? Besides, I raised you since you were a child. I may not be your biological mother, but I'm like a mother to you. Even if just to repay my kindness, you should save him. Like a mother? Shen Mylin, you were my family's nanny. My family paid you a high salary. If that makes you my mother, then I have too many mothers to count. I can't even keep track. Yanzhou, from childhood to now, has been supported by my family. A nanny's son being able to live like a wealthy young master is all thanks to me. The fact that he can still stay in the hospital is also thanks to me. I don't owe you anything. Please show them out. Record the whole process. And Yuwei, you just wait. This isn't over. I'm going to get your liver. Not only will I take it, I'll make you beg to give it to me. Those words I handed over to my lawyer exactly as they were said. Over the next month, Moon sent me all kinds of messages. Wei, you can't be so selfish. You must save Yanzhou. There's no need for us both to suffer. As long as you save Yanzhou, you can act as if what happened that day never occurred. But I didn't respond. I just threw myself into my work. President, and the new product launch schedule is confirmed. Security and legal must be present. I'm worried they'll cause a scene. Better safe than sorry. This series is called A Single Thought. What exactly did President N do? Something about abandoning someone? Is there any evidence? These are the chat records between Yuwei and my son Yanzhou. They're very sweet. Enough to prove their relationship was special. After my son found out he had cancer, he didn't want to burden her, so he was determined to die. But Yuwei refused. She begged my son to get treatment and forced him to agree to her liver donation. But just as my son found hope for life, she suddenly went back on her word. How is this different from murder? She gave Yanzhou hope first, then plunged him into despair. How can someone like this design jewelry that represents love? Currently, this is only one side of the story. We need a response from both sides. Wei, this has nothing to do with me. I just wanted to see you one last time. They're the ones who insisted on coming. I really didn't expect them to suddenly pull out banners. Please don't be mad at me. Okay. Wei, you already promised to donate your liver last night. The matching test is scheduled for tomorrow. Hurry up and explain things to everyone. Don't let them misunderstand you. 2 people are scolding me, and 1 is speaking up for me. If I don't agree to this, public opinion will crush the company. They're trying to back me into a corner. You wouldn't want this matter to affect your parents' company, would you? I haven't exposed him yet. Not because I still have feelings for him, but because I'm waiting for them to make a scene. I'll let them become my stepping stones. Since you mentioned evidence, then let's talk about evidence. Yanzhou and I were never married. Nor were we ever in a relationship. He is just my nanny's son.
Chêne Mélan-Hesson.
Since you told me you had cancer, I've spent over $1 million on you. I spent that much money on just a regular friend. If you aren't grateful, fine. But here you are, biting the hand that feeds you, spreading rumors and causing trouble, trying to force me to donate my liver. Looking at everything you've done, who is the one who's truly shameless? Who is the real ingrate here? President and was never in a relationship with you. A regular friend has no obligation to donate a liver. Just $1 million. You're worth hundreds of millions. To you, that's just a drop in the bucket. Are your feelings really that cheap? Your voice sounds very familiar. You're the woman who was in Yanzhou's hospital room in the middle of the night. I assume you two aren't strangers, are you? We're just good friends. I just couldn't stand by and watch your malice. Good friends? One of you is Yanzhou's mother. And the other is his good friend. You both clearly don't want him to die. So I have to ask, how are you so certain that Yanzhou and I would be a perfect match? And where are the results of your own matching test? Bring them out and let us see. We were going to go, but because you promised to do it, we didn't go. I told you a month ago that I wouldn't do the matching. In this past month, you've only thought about how to harass me and how to force me into the procedure. You weren't even willing to try it yourselves. So you've just been guilt-tripping me this whole time. Has Mr. He's mother ever been tested? Does Ms. Huang have proof of a test? They wanted to ruin my press conference, but they ended up pushing themselves into the spotlight. President, the new stock is completely sold out, and pre-orders are still rising. They wanted to force my hand in public, but they ended up promoting me instead. We went there to pressure her, not to give her free advertising. My son and Yuwei aren't married, but their feelings were real. The auntie and I were tested long ago. We just weren't a match. And Yuwei already did the test, and the results showed she was a match. The test results. She was willing to donate at first, but for some reason she suddenly changed her mind. She just wants everyone to misunderstand us, using us for hype. President, should we issue a statement? Those test results must be fake, right? Don't worry. Why? Those test results are real. But the people tested weren't me and Yanzhou. It was me and Huang Ziqing. A year ago, Yanzhou talked me into going to the hospital for a full checkup. Thinking back now, that wasn't a checkup, it was a matching test. Then we should clarify this even more. And Yuwei, the heartless jilt, let them continue for now. And Yuwei, the heartless jilt, let the insults keep coming. And Yuwei, the heartless jilt. Compliance check. President, returns for some products have increased, and people are reporting the company. Cooperate with the investigation. We operate legally, we have nothing to fear. Yuwei, you see how things are now. You have to donate to me. Kano. As long as you donate to me, I can help clear your name and restore your reputation. And how do you plan to do that? After the surgery, you'll step down from the front lines and let me become the CEO of your group. That way people will think this was all just a publicity stunt. They'll just think we have a great relationship and that we're clever. I breathed a sigh of relief. He has no good cards left, only dirty tricks. In that case, I don't need to hold back anymore. At the height of the scandal, I registered an account under my real name. I posted about me and it's actually quite funny. I did love Ian once. So I had years of chat logs, all backed up. I used to think they were mementos, but now they're evidence. But as soon as I posted my statement, Yanzhou quickly denied it. Feelings aren't found in chat logs, but in our hearts. He's just saying she looked down on him for being a nanny's son, so she's trying to cut ties. I didn't keep them in suspense. I followed their lead and started a live stream, telling the whole story. Since everyone is so concerned about his illness, here are Yanzhou's medical results. The results show he is perfectly healthy. There is no so-called liver cancer. So who is the one who actually needs a liver? After Yanzhou got sick, he never let me go to the hospital. Yuwei, I don't want you to see me like this. Promise me you won't come to the hospital. To avoid upsetting him, I didn't go once. All these years I just paid the medical bills. So I didn't even know who was actually in that hospital bed. In the beginning, I really did decide to donate my liver to him. But the night before I was to go to the hospital, I missed him so much that I went to the hospital in secret, and then I saw this. Are you sure her liver will work? The match will definitely be a success. I tricked her into doing a test once before. Tomorrow is just going through the motions. Why did you approach her in the first place? If it weren't for her money, and the fact that she could give you a liver, I wouldn't have bothered with her. How do we slip the agreement in? Don't worry about that. It's all handled. Inside the pre-op consent forms, there will be an asset transfer agreement. What about when she wakes up? By the time she's conscious after surgery, she'll have nothing left. It was on that day that I finally realized the man I loved didn't love me. His kindness was all just manipulation. And my liver was going to be given away to someone else. Tell me, in a situation like this, should I still donate? President and their livestream account has been deleted. They won't give up. They'll just switch to a more extreme method. The marriage and love series is being affected. Sales are mediocre. Change the series. To what? The Her Home Turf series. Launching a new series now. Isn't that too risky? They wanted me to lose my career over a mistaken love. So I'm going to tell everyone. Jewelry doesn't just belong to marriage. It belongs to oneself. Good. Be a bit more firm. President and pre-orders for the new series have exploded. It turns out that after getting rid of Yanzhou, I didn't lose everything. I finally found myself again. After they were exposed, their income and public platform were cut off. There's a risk of extreme behavior, Shin Mylan said. She's determined to have my liver. I suggest we immediately submit the supplementary records and apply for protection. I agree. Now that everything is ready, I'm just waiting for you to come to me. Misen, if they show up, don't provoke them. Prioritize your safety. Understood. And Yuwei, you ruined us like this. And you can still sleep? Breaking in with a knife is a crime. Only if you're alive to report it. Today, your liver. And your money. I'm taking it all. Yanzhou, do you know something? I wasn't waiting for you. I was waiting for everyone to see exactly what you were going to do. Don't move. Drop the weapon. And Yuwei, you did this on purpose. So you were waiting for me all along. I'm just giving everyone the truth. Huang Ziqing, what is your actual illness? It's just a common liver disease. Did it reach the point where a transplant was necessary? No. The doctor said, I only need conservative treatment for now. It was never at the stage where a transplant was required. Since you didn't need a transplant, why did you trick Yuwei into doing a donor match? I was just afraid that Yanzhou would actually fall in love with Yuwei. You didn't even need a transplant. We risked everything for you. And you actually lied to us. Order in the court. The illegal acts you are each suspected of, and the facts of your crimes will be investigated according to law. Even as they were led into the interrogation room, they were still shifting the blame onto each other. But now the evidence is conclusive. The defendants He Shen and Huang are suspected of using a fake illness to defraud property, coercing the victim into a donation, and having ties to overseas criminal organizations. On the night of the incident, the three illegally entered the victim's residence, carrying dangerous items and related transport equipment. Yuwei, I was just confused for a moment. For the sake of our past, please give me another chance. I gave you plenty of chances, but every single time you chose to hurt me. President N, do you feel any lingering fear? I do. What is the one thing you want to say most right now? Don't use emotions as an excuse for illegal behavior. The verdict. The three individuals for fraud, attempted intentional injury, and related crimes will face combined punishment for multiple offenses and receive severe penalties. It's finally over. I used to think jewelry only had meaning if someone else gave it to you. Now I think buying it for yourself is just as good. President N, the overseas channels have been secured. You seem to be in a good mood today. Maybe it's because I no longer have to fear waking up and still being that in Yuwei, who was being led around by others. This time in the mirror, I saw myself 3 years from now. She seemed to notice I was looking at her, so she stopped what she was doing. Thank you. When I think back to myself in the mirror that night, it felt like the last time I reached out to save myself, right before falling into the abyss. I once treated love as a lifeline, only for it to nearly drag me into the depths. This time I didn't save Yanzhou. I saved myself.